Here's our reverse grid for race 3, round 2 here at Red Bull Ring. On pole position, we've got David Thin in the Lexus RCF. Next to him, we've got Craig Hodgson in the Ford Mustang for Team Craig. On row 2, we've got Callum Baker in the singular Subaru WRX. Next to him, we've got Team Parker Racing, Renault McGann of Sam Parker. Row 3, the VW Team 5 Promo of Sven Slebioda and the BMW M4 of Shane McMahon. Row 4, we've got K-Tech Racing Subaru WRX of Kieran Thomas. Next to him, we've got cold racer Craig Kellett in the Ford Mustang. Row 5, we've got the other Team Parker Renault McGann Racing of Sam Parker. Next to him, we've got the VW of Nico Clausen. Row 6, we've got Rob Pellett in the Hyundai Genesis. We've got Josh Hardy in the Renault McGann. And on the back row of the grid, we've got Mike Kuipers in the Ford Mustang. And we've got Tom Foster in the second of the K-Tech Racing Subaru WRXs. Here we go then, the final race of the day. Reverse grid, Dalby is on the pole position with Craig Hodgson. Can they get good results from here? And away they go. A great start from Callum Baker in the Subaru. As always, can he take the lead ahead of Dalby? Craig Hodgson, not a great start there. And he does. Dalby is now in second position. Darren Parker is in third. We've got Kieran in fourth position. And everybody else in fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. This is cold racer Craig Kellett. Let's have a little look from Shane McMahon's view in the BMW M4 as they go around the first corner. Oh, it's a little bit argy-bargy, a little bit difficult to keep the cars straight, but Shane now down into 8th position, but he's right next to Mike Kuipers in the Ford Mustang, with Tom Foster in the Subaru behind. So Josh Hardy now delighted with his third position finish, wants to try and make some more points in this reverse grid race. Mike Kuipers has got ahead of him, and so Mike making some quick moves already up into 6th. Could he get another good podium result from here? And he's on the inside of Kieran now. Well, on board with Mike, showing his potential in this Ford Mustang. He is pretty strong. So there's Dalby. I think he's struggling for pace in that Lexus. And whoa, Dalby gets pushed away. Fortunately, Robbins Racing, he gets barged out of the way. So Dalby is down now to 8th position. We're on board here with Josh Hardy and Sam. Shane, sorry, not Sam. Shane goes wide and allows Josh to get ahead. So Josh now in 6th position, and it's all quite close so far. Oh, that is Shane again, and that was way too much, way too much, but he gets away with it. And Tom's got ahead of him now, and into 8th position. Shane's been pushed down to 9th. Tom and Shane go slightly wide. Rob is nearly wide. So this is another one. Rob was doing well in the second race, and he's just got back down the grid. Obviously, with the good result, he started further back of the grid, but he's struggling to get through the mid-pack. Further down, there's Dalby. Unfortunately, still struggling with that Lexus. Maybe deciding to use a different car in the next season if he continues. And further down, Slebby struggling in the VW with Craig Hoggy in 13th, even further behind. I'm not sure what happened, and I think the VW of Slebby here, he must have gone off the track because he's quite far behind everyone else. Up the front of the grid then, the two racing for the lead. We've got Darren Parker and cold racer Craig Kellett in the Mustang, and they've got the switch over, and there is Kieran. Oh, Mike's off the track. Well, I don't know what happened there. We can have a little look at the replay because we've got some footage. Let's have a little look at the replay then to see what happened to Mike there. Yeah, definitely unfortunately Josh has gone too hard into that corner and pushed Mike out of the way, and the stewards will look at that to see if Josh will get a penalty. In the meantime, Kieran has got ahead of Sam. On board with Kieran now, going for the win. Kieran has yet to be a winner. K-Tech Racing have got their first win on the previous race, race 2 of Red Bull here, with Tom Foster, and Tom now is further down the grid on his hard tyres. But Kieran wants to get even more points for K-Tech Racing and get another win in the bag, and it'll be his first win if he can get ahead of Craig Kellett. But Craig, as we've seen, is really hard to pass, and he's very quick in that Ford Mustang. But Kieran at the moment needs to fight with Darren Parker, who has got ahead of Kieran now, so they're changing positions constantly here at Red Bull Ring. Now Kieran, a bit of a tap on the backside there. Josh Hardy now in 4th position. Another strong race so far for Josh. Can he keep his head down and get another points haul? There's Sam Parker, and he is just ahead of Callum, who is in 6th. This is a strong race so far for Callum. If he can get another good points haul. Callum is doing well in the independents, and he's battling it out with Rob Pellett just behind Josh Hardy, who is leading. But with Mike Kuipers and Shane involved now in the independents, as much as they've not had the first race, Mike may get a good points haul here today and boost himself up mid-table. Mike goes ahead of Callum then, pushes him down to 7th, but still not bad for Callum. The sun is very low as we race late into the evening here at Red Bull Ring, and it's proving to be a little bit difficult for the guys going up the first straight. Let's look further up the grid then. Here's Josh pushing, and he's not too far behind the top 3 now. Can he push for another podium or even that first elusive win? Kieran also going for a first win. Darren Parker, I believe, going for a first win as well. I think it's only Sam that's won. Darren's obviously been on the podium. I might be wrong. Sometimes it's so hard to tell the difference between the two. Same car, same name, both very, very strong races, so I might be wrong. But Darren could potentially get a win, but Craig obviously proving to be very, very quick here. And is Darren going to make a move on the inside? No, he slips back behind Craig now. Oh, Kieran right on the backside of Darren. Can he make a push for that 2nd position? This is great for the top 3, and now Josh is there for the top 4, so it's anyone's game. Josh is really now taking advantage of these, having a bit of a squabble for the top 3, and Josh probably looking to hold back, wait for that right opportune moment. And I think that looks like Darren has had to take a penalty, so Darren, and both Darren and Josh will spin it out of that corner, and you see them just slightly kick out the back end of their cars, and it means that they get a slow getaway. But once they do get away, those Renaults are quick down the straight. Craig Kellett still in the lead then. Let's watch from Josh, and he's just behind Darren in the Renault. These Renaults are identical, but obviously set up by their own respective teams. Josh has proven to be quick in the Renault, just has had some bad luck, and he's had a bit of contact, he's been taken off, but he's also made a few mistakes, so if he can just keep himself out of trouble. And Darren's gone past Kieran now, so Darren's back into second position, and Josh is going to go for third. Kieran must have had a slow exit from one of the corners. Josh is on the inside and he's on the right position for the next corner. Josh could take third position. I think he's going to take it. They're still side by side. This is fantastic racing from the two. Sam Parker behind is catching up, but Josh has got third. He's got it. He's taken it away from Kieran. So Kieran now down to fourth. Kieran at one point was looking to see if he could take the win in second, but now he's down to fourth position. So Kieran just needs to push to get past, back ahead of Josh for third. And now they're side by side again. And they're going to go down into turn 3. And it's the downhill hairpin. And Josh is on the inside, so he's got the right position. And Kieran is pushed out wide, and Josh retains that third position. This is fantastic racing from both. Let's watch from Sam, who is behind Kieran now, catching up quite quickly. So the top the top 4 fight has gone into the top 5, although the top 2 are now having a battle between them, and the third and fourth between Josh and Kieran has turned out to be a battle of its own. Further down the grid, it's spread out a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on what's going on here. Josh has managed to make a tiny little gap ahead of Kieran now, so the pressure's off and he can push for the second position and see if he can get past Darren Parker, who is pushing for first. And at the moment, Craig is doing a fantastic job of defending and keeping that lead. If he gets that win, then he will no doubt be near the top, if not at the top. But we'll yet to see with the points, as both Team Parker Racing, Sam and Darren, have got some great results from today, so they will be thereabouts as well. On board with Darren now then, and I think he's doing the sensible thing in waiting for the right moment. He's not pushing, he's not diving in, and he's not getting caught up with Craig, because if it's a dangerous move, it could slow them both down and allow Josh, who's behind Darren, to get past to take the lead. We're on lap 8 now, and there's laps are counting down. So Darren may have an opportunity now. He's gone on the inside. Not quite. He decides to think twice about it. And on to lap 9 then. The positions are unchanged, and Josh Hardy looks like he's catching up with the two. We're on board with Josh again, as Darren has got the inside of Craig now, and the two are going to the corner, but Craig has kept it. This is great racing. With only 3 laps to go, this is proving to be a fantastic race for the top, and Josh has gone for it. What a dive, what a move by Josh. He's taken second position. That was an amazing move from Josh. Just literally in one swift movement, Josh takes the second position away from Darren Parker and is now pushing for the win. He's just behind Craig. Can he get that elusive win? This is turning out to be a race for the top 5. 5 of them in it now. 2 Team Parker Racing Renaults, the K-Tech Racing Subaru of Kieran Thomas, the Ford Mustang of Craig Kellett, and of course the independent entry of Josh Hardy in the Renault. And with the time ticking down to the last few laps, every move counts. Is it all going to end in tears? Is it going to end as it does? Or is Josh going to take the win? Let's look from Sam's view, who's at the back of this 5-car train, as Craig goes into the first corner and is still ahead of Josh. Sam is behind Josh and Kieran is still behind them, so it's all still to play for. And Josh has gone for the lead. a little bit of a push. Craig goes out wide, so they're side by side now. Josh has gone for the lead. He's on the inside, down the back straight. Is he going to get him? Oh, it looks like, oh, he's braking hard into the corner. Oh no! Josh has been hit. He's been spun around by, I think that was Darren Parker. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? Josh's luck. Well, we've got to take a look at the replay there. And, oh, Darren spun round as well. It's all happening. It's all kicking off. So Josh and Darren are having a nightmare for the last few laps. This has allowed now Kieran to take the lead. So Kieran Thomas is leading for K-Tech Racing ahead of Sam Parker and Craig Kellett, who's unfortunately fallen down to third. I'm not sure if that's to do with the incident earlier. Let's follow Darren Parker then as he goes into turn 3 and watch as he outbrakes himself, and eventually he hits Josh and ultimately spins him around. I think Darren obviously must have felt really bad about that, and in actual fact eventually he goes round to spinning out himself there. So a bit of a nightmare there for Darren. I think the stewards will look at that and most definitely give a penalty. But with the replay, it looks like that obviously Darren has gone into the corner way too quick, missed his braking point, and unfortunately it's hit Josh, and Josh has spun round. So the race stewards will look at that penalty potentially, and that could affect the results. But for now, it's 3 into this hairpin. Oh, they've all gone wide. That's allowed Sam to take the lead. Kieran's gone really wide. So Kieran takes it into second position and Craig into third now. It's the final lap and this is constantly changing up ahead here. Nobody knows who's going to win. First it was Craig, then it was Kieran, then it was Josh, then it was Darren, then it was Sam. So Sam has now taken the lead and Sam was in 5th. So Sam has had a right result in taking the lead after everyone's misfortunes. The last few corners then, Sam Parker is leader for T Parker Racing. This will be another win for Sam on his tally. And the last 2 corners, is Kieran going to make a dive for the win? I don't think he is. He's not quite near enough. So Sam Parker is going to come and win for race 3 here at Red Bull Ring, the final race, round 2. Sam Parker gets the win. Kieran Thomas takes 2nd. Cold Racer Craig Kellett takes 3rd, and I Am the Hunter Mike Kuipers takes the 4th position. Josh will take 5th, and Darren Parker will take 6th, but that will be looked at with the stewards after that incident on the corner we looked at. Callum Baker will take 7th. That's a good result for Callum. I think he'll be happy with that. Tom Foster will take 8th. Struggled on the hard tyres, but points are points, so he'll be glad with that. Rob takes 9th, and Shane will take 10th, all the way down to Nico, who has really struggled on this last race, in 11th. And Oggy will take 12th with Slebby in 13th. Dalby didn't finish.